Hello, today we're going to talk about 360-degree feedback. We're going to look at what it is, we're going to look at a definition, a diagram, how it works, the potential pitfalls, and then we're going to look at some tools that you can use. Let's get started. So I've created this diagram here. It's quite simple, but don't get overwhelmed by the image. Really, what 360-degree feedback is, it means that you're getting feedback from many different sources and then it is brought together. So you're getting a much more rounded and a better understanding of the overall feedback and the things that people are thinking and how you can potentially improve. So you're getting feedback from your manager. It might be from external clients, customers, and then you've got your peers, your colleagues, and then people that you directly report to. So you might have been doing a project and project managing something, for example, for another department. You're getting feedback from the other department. It's about collecting feedback that gives a much richer story about how well you're doing or how you can be helped. So let's go to the next slide, but I think that diagram helps a little bit. So 360-degree feedback is a development tool, in effect, that helps us to collect input from a range of sources such as colleagues, managers, peers, direct reports, and sometimes clients to provide a full circle view of how an employee is perceived at work. Rather than just relying on one manager's opinion, it uncovers blind spots, highlights strengths, and helps guide personal and professional growth. I've also created this diagram, so a holistic view is what we're looking for. Because, as we've mentioned, it incorporates all the different viewpoints and from different managers and clients, etc. It increases self-awareness, so it gives you a better understanding of how you're perceived and how well people believe that you're doing your work and what skills maybe can improve and how you can be helped. It enhances communication, helps to build a reduced bias, deepens understanding of what actually is going on in the workplace. As we've mentioned, it reduces bias and it's good for team development. It helps to build collaboration and helps identify opportunities for improvement. So really this feedback is all about improving and moving forward. So why does it work so well? Why is 360-degree feedback so popular or so commonly used? It creates a wider perspective, creates greater awareness. So this is repeating what we've seen on the previous slide really, but it creates a stronger team, can help us develop leaders more effectively and efficiently. It helps us to understand what specific help we can provide employees, and it can be better for staff retention and engagement because we're able to, as we've said, provide the right kind of training and the right kind of support if we have a better overall understanding of how an employee is doing. There are some potential pitfalls I should mention. So there is the risk that you're being judged by more people from too many people, and there's the potential an employee could take offense to that or maybe just won't like it. There's a potential for biased responses. Perhaps you are not friendly with a colleague and you're able to give feedback, so there's the potential there for bias. It can provide too much data, having all this feedback. If it's not managed well, then it could be too much data, but this is where the 360-degree feedback tools come in handy, and we'll mention some tools in a minute. And this data is only useful if we follow up on it. So if you use the 360-degree feedback model, you need to follow up on the actual data that you collect. So some tools worth considering. I've used Culture Amp and I've used Lattice. I've not used SpiderGap, Trackstar or the Survey Sparrow, but I do hear very positive things about all 5 of those pieces of software, those tools. But as I say, Lattice I really quite enjoy. So that's some tools that you might want to Google. So really 360-degree feedback is about getting a much richer picture of how well an employee is doing and then being able to give them better support and better training. So it's a very, very useful tool. On this channel, I provide training and educational videos along with Valeria of Symonds Research. So please subscribe and we will see you soon. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.